Okay, hello there, people. Like one thing I would like to get over is both AEW and AEW Collision and AEW Battle of the Bouts. Which we seem to have. Yeah, and you could say like during this situation right here, they added a little extra stuff because we're involving two things right here. Both Collision because like as you can see the show was in Esports Stadium in Arlington, Texas, right there and stuff. And so yeah, you have like Tony Schiavone and basically Miguel McGuinness, welcoming us to Collision, inside the venue where they're at and stuff. We also have Orange Cassidy, having his music and stuff to a big ovation and stuff. While we have the Arlington crowd being fired up at that night and stuff. So yeah, let's get it over with. So yeah, so yeah, to start it off, there was like Orange Cassidy versus Johnny TV and stuff with the bell ringing and stuff, and as you can see, the fans were underway with this one. Is there was an overflow crowd tonight, you could say at that time. So yeah, we get both men just locking up, and we have like Cassidy just having Johnny TV just having an armbar while Johnny just reverses the hold and decides to put Cassidy in the armbar and stuff. Is we also have Cassidy just reversing the hold and just having just Cassidy again just having Johnny's arm locked up right there too as well. Well, the hold being broken, just manages to let Johnny just showboat in the corner of the ring and stuff before Johnny TV just gets his sunglasses on, just has Cassidy just reaching into his pocket and just putting on sunglasses and stuff before Orange Cassidy just puts his hands in the pockets, just runs the ropes, just taking down Johnny TV, who manages to roll out of the ring and stuff. And not only that, you know, So yeah, there was also like Taya Valkyrie trying to calm him down and stuff as we get Orange Cassidy, just trying to take out Johnny TV and stuff because as you can see, Taya Valkyrie and Johnny TV, they're a couple in real life. They're married and stuff as it turned out. So yeah, we also have like Cass, Orange Cassidy just grabbing Johnny, just rolling him back into the ring and stuff. Some good back and forth things and stuff, you could say. So not only that, we get Cassidy just coming off the ropes with the big crossbody on Johnny and stuff, as he, tries grabbing Orange Cassidy and just try taking him down with a Russian leg sweep before, we also get Johnny just hitting Cassidy with the knee to the face and stuff before Johnny goes for a standing moonsault. As Cassidy just tries to move out of the way and stuff before we get Johnny just covering Cassidy and stuff, and just so we can have Orange Cassidy kicking out for two and stuff. And yeah, that's where we get Orange Cassidy just just rolling to the outside and stuff before we have Taya then just interrupting the fight with that stuff and stuff before we get Orange Cassidy just going down to the floor. And we have Johnny also going down to the floor as well, as we also get Orange Cassidy just getting kicked in the chest and stuff before we have just Johnny just pulling the signage off of the safety rail and just slamming Cassidy's elbow on it and stuff. And so yeah, before that, after that, yeah, we get Cassidy just going back in the ring and just rolling back to the floor and stuff with before we get Taya Valkyrie and Johnny TV trying to kiss as the fans were just heckling in them stuff. So yeah, not only that, we also had Johnny just working on the elbow of Cassidy and just rolling him back into the ring and stuff. Before Johnny TV just decides to cover Cassidy and stuff with his own move. And yeah, but Cassidy just managed to get to his feet on the ropes and stuff before you have Johnny just having Orange on the corner and stuff and just hitting him with the midsection and stuff. And not only that, we get Cassidy just coming back and slamming Johnny's head on the turnbuckle as the fans decide to count it out. And yeah, just that's where we have Johnny TV just recovering and just using the middle rope as a springboard to take down Cassidy and stuff. So yeah, not only that, we also get chants for Cassidy by the fans, and we have just Orange just coming back with kicks right on Johnny and stuff. But apparently that's not enough from what you could have seen right there. So yeah, we get Cassidy just rolling up Johnny right there, but he just decides to kick out at 2 and stuff before Cassidy just drops Johnny and just drops him again with the DDT and stuff because you just dropping him repeatedly before before you have Cassidy just covering Johnny right there. And apparently Johnny TV decided to kick out for a 2 right there again, because it's good to kick out for a 2 real early in a fight, as obvious, because we don't want a swash match like what happened in another fight in this show right here. So yeah, there was also Cassidy also setting up for the orange punch and stuff, you could say, and stuff. And not only that, it managed to get blocked by Johnny, who dropped Cassidy with the swinging neck breaker and stuff before Johnny just goes for a Starship Pain. But we get Cassidy just trying to move out of the way and stuff before Cassidy just comes off the ropes. And he managed to get caught with the neck breaker again and stuff before we have Johnny this time just connecting with the Starship Pain on Orange and stuff before Johnny just covered Cassidy. But we have them kicking out for a 2 again. As we also get Cassidy just recovering. Just dropping Johnny with a beach break and just going for an orange punch, and that managed to have like Cassidy just attempt a pinfall on the Johnny TV, and that allowed him to get a pinfall, like a 3 count right there. And that's where Orange Cassidy managed to win the fight right there. And you could clearly tell that Taya Valkyrie was a little bit disappointed, but anyway. So not only that, after the match we get Taya just taking out Cassidy from behind with the music of Willow Nightingale hitting on as she comes down to make the save and stuff, because you can say that Willow Nightingale and Orange Cassidy are friends. Like they have a good thing going on and stuff. So Willow Nightingale managed to interrupt them right there. So not only that, Taya and Valkyrie just try to quickly leave the ring and stuff. And we have people checking on Cassidy. Well, not only that, we also get a video package with the Patriarchy capturing the Trios champions on last week's show, which was like last week before this collision and stuff. So anyway, we also had backstage was Juice Robinson and the Guns and stuff, with Juice saying that you could say Mama Wayne screwed the pooch when she sprayed him with that stuff, and anyway, that bull crappy and stuff. Being on the mind of the Bang Bang Gang and stuff. So not only that, we got Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta being out next as they get ready for the the match that happens after the one with the Orange Cassidy and Johnny TV. So Brian Cage's music hits as he comes out to the ring, and being the new Ring of Honor Pure Champion Lee Moriarty coming out next with Shane Taylor, who was injured and stuff, and apparently Shane Taylor couldn't compete tonight. So the music you could say was Top Flight, being out next with Action Andrade and stuff and all of that. So there we have it. The Blackpool Combat Club, Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta, versus Brian Cage and Lee Moriarty, who are also fighting the Top Flight in that same match with Dante and Darius Martin. And honestly, I gotta admit, I really like Claudio Castagnoli's moves. Like he has he really makes use out of his strength. I like his ground moves. That's the thing. His ground moves are pretty good. So anyway, we get the bell ringing as Yuta and Lee they start off and stuff, and both of them and stuff go at it back and forth and stuff as we get Lee just taking down Yuta. Before Yuta decides to run through the ropes and drop kick Lee and stuff. It's one of his early moves and stuff. And that. So what we have here is Dante, just tagging in on this 3-way match before we have Dante just kicking Yuta again, and then just following up with the crossbody before Yuta just decides to get covered by Dante and stuff as he tries to kick out for a 2. And not only that, Cage is in as the Top Flight, take out Cage and stuff before he tags in Claudio and just tries to take out Top Flight and stuff. And not only that, they try to double Claudio, while sending him to the floor and stuff. As we have Yuta just being tagged in and stuff before we get a hot tag with Claudio coming in as well. And right there is where we have, just Cage just tagging himself in before Cage just grabs Dante, just drops him with the full Nielsen slam as we go to, the first break of the night in that show right there, just going picture in picture right there, what happened right there. So yeah, from going picture in picture, yeah, Lee was apparently tagged in as he takes down Dante and works on his left arm and stuff before Lee just picks up Dante and slams his head on the turnbuckle. As we have Cage just being tagged in. He also chops Dante in the corner, just drops him on the mat before he jaws that Claudio and then picks up Dante and slams him to the mat and stuff. Before we also have Bryan just having Dante in a headlock and stuff as Dante tries to fight out of the hold and stuff before Cage releases the hold and stomps on Dante. Just, some really good back and forth stuff right here and stuff and all that, except for that one swash match that happened in this show, which confused me a little bit because that was where Lance was just fighting a local talent and stuff. So yeah, anyway, we get Cage picking up Dante and just try getting out of the hold and stuff. So yeah. So coming back from the picture-in-picture thing, Dante tries to escape the hold of Cage and stuff before Lee is tagged in and takes down Dante with a flying knee. His way off Yuta coming in, but, he is taken out as well, and that has him sent to the floor and stuff before we have Claudio coming in and taking out Cage and Lee, just nailing him with elbows and stuff as Claudio sends Cage to the floor and just slams Lee right there, just like that and stuff, I'm telling you. And I'm telling you, man, like Claudio Castagnoli, in my opinion, has like some really decent moves. I liked it. I thought it was pretty cool. Like he does the giant swing and stuff, and right here, the way he like runs towards one opponent and then he runs towards the other and stuff, like just like from one side of the ring to the other repeatedly, just hitting his opponents and stuff. I thought it was pretty cool. So yeah. We get Claudio and Cage are now in stuff before Claudio and Cage just exchange lariats and. As neither man decided to drop that. So yeah, we get Top Flight coming in to take out Claudio, sending him to the floor with Lee, then shooting through the middle rope and just taking out Top Flight before Cage just, before Cage with Darius and Claudio just nails Cage with a big elbow and stuff. Because yeah, Cage and Darius was right there, and not only that, we have Claudio just nailing Cage with a big elbow and in the ring with Yuta, just dropping Darius hard on the mat and just covering him to get the win. And yeah, that's what. And that okay, that's what allowed Claudio and Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta. That's what allowed them to get the win right there. Those two, that was just good stuff right there. I thought that was a decent match right there. I mean, the match could have been longer because, I mean, this show had some ups and downs because, I don't know, I guess like a number of matches were like, just around 7 minutes and stuff. Like a number of these matches were 7 minutes, you could say. So yeah. Anyway, they had a commercial break, and yeah, back from that, we get Lexi Nair with Willow Nightingale and Orange Cassidy. And there's Willow then tells, Mark Briscoe, Kyle O'Reilly, and Tomohiro Ishii that they will kick out, that they'll kick butt tonight and stuff. That's one thing I like about Willow Nightingale's personality. She's like real outgoing and positive, even after she got backstabbed pretty hard by Chris Statlander during Double or Nothing, which happened like a month or two. So anyway, we get Mark saying that he won't let the fatigue in his body hold him down and stuff before we get Mark just asking Kyle to hold his belt and stuff before Mark introduces the newest member of the conglomeration, which is his baby and stuff. And he named it after his brother, Jay, and stuff. So yeah, that you have it right there. The new member being added to the the conglomeration, let's say, with the Ring of Honor World Champion Mark Briscoe announcing the word of the day, you could say right there. So yeah. So right here we have the music of the new Luchador hologram, hitting it out first as he makes his way to the ring and stuff with the fans chanting hologram. Before we have the music of the Beast Mortos having up next, and not only that, we have Mortos just making his way down to the ring and stuff. And I gotta say, this is one of my more favorite matches right here because you have two luchadors right here. You got Beast Mortos and Hologram, and there was you could say there was really good mobility in this match, like this fight right here, like very flexible due to the high flying moves involved, which comes from luchadors and stuff. Yeah, that right there. So yeah. So yeah, we get the fans chanting Mordos as the bell rings, and yeah, we get Mordos charging at Hologram. But of course, the Hologram managed to move out of the way and stuff before Hologram runs the ropes and just takes down Mordos and stuff. But Holograms is just pretty quick to get back up and stuff from what we've seen. So yeah, Mordos tries to grab Hologram to use the strength of stuff, but apparently, Hologram managed to counter with the trying to counter with the pin attempt before Mordos shows his frustration and stuff as Hologram runs the ropes. And not only that, we have Mordos trying to take him down with a power slam and covers him for only a 2 count. Yeah, and you could say, I guess Mordos, the Beast Mordos just was not expecting this. He just was not. Because Hologram had some real good mobility. Because I really like the way Hologram used both of his legs to flip over Beast Mordos. Just good stuff. Just decent, I have to say. So yeah, we get Mordos coming back and nailing Hologram with a big elbow and, sending him to the floor and stuff as we go to picture-in-picture right there. And there was like a picture-in-picture thing with, Mordos just standing in the ring as Hologram is still on the floor and stuff. Before Mordos goes to the floor and sends Hologram into the steel steps. With Mordos just grabbing Hologram, just sending him into the guardrail and stuff before we have the Beast just picking up Hologram, just rolling him back into the ring as Mordos stomps on Hologram in the center of it all and stuff. And I mean, and also besides a commercial break, we have Mordos just having Hologram in the corner, just kicking Hologram and stuff. As Mordos just goes for another kick and just have Hologram just moving out of the way and taking down Mordos to a huge ovation for the fans and stuff before Mordos just goes up and shoves Hologram with both men are up to the top rope. And I gotta tell you, this is an example right here of why I like seeing their moves weren't able to connect as easily. So yeah, we have Mortals hitting the floor with Hologram, walking on the ropes and just going for the ropes and stuff. While we have Mortals recovering and picking up Hologram, just dropping him on his back and stuff before Mortals covers Hologram right there. As he kicks out at 2 and stuff. And we get this we get the fans just chanting, "This is awesome! This is awesome!" Like, because that's the thing. I like when they do that. Like, yeah. So anyway, yeah, the chant. That's not only you can say that's okay. So you can say that's not only been happening in AEW. That's been happening some other promotions as well, with fans chanting, "This is awesome! This is awesome!" So yeah. Anyway. So yeah, Hologram kicks Mordos, and yeah, the Beast just decides to chop Hologram with this one. With both men are up on the top rope, with Mordos, attempting to slam Hologram for the top rope, but he reverses it and stuff, sending Mordos to the mat and stuff. Before we get Hologram just hitting Mordos with a crucifix powerbomb and covering, just putting Mordos, the Beast, in a pinfall attempt to get the win right there, and you have Hologram winning the match right there and stuff. So yeah, and I saw that backstage. You had Mortals just hitting the walls and stuff out of frustration because I guess he wasn't expecting that mobility. A week after Hologram managed to win against Gringo Loco in the other show, which was the other time, like the other collision, you could say, which was Hologram's debut. That had me real curious right there. Stuff, and I'm really hoping that AEW makes good use out of Hologram, because Hologram really used good mobility, you could say. So yeah. So yeah, what we have here is the music of Thunder Rosa hitting and having the former of the AEW Women's World Champion making her way down to the ring and stuff as to a sizable ovation, with Maya World already being in the ring. So who is said to be a local talent from Dallas and stuff. So yeah, we have it here: Thunder Rosa versus Maya World. Maya World, I get it. It's kind of like a pun. My World, Maya World. I could see where she was getting with the name and stuff. So yeah, we get the bell rings as we have a big Thunder Rosa chant with both women locking up and Maya just sending Rosa down with an arm drag and stuff before we have Rosa just having Maya in an armbar intent before, Rosa also works on the left arm of Maya with the hold being broken and stuff before Maya comes back and kicks Rosa in the midsection. As we have just Rosa firing back and just dropping Maya with the big drop kick and stuff before Maya just comes back up and jaws at Rosa and stuff. And honestly, I gotta say, I wish this match would have been a little bit longer. Because let's say the video I saw was let's say the video I saw was like 5 minutes, but this one was 4 minutes. It was kind of misleading at first. That's one thing I didn't like right there. So yeah, we get Rosa charging at Rosa. What is going on here? Honestly. So yeah, we get Thunder Rosa charging and stuff. As we have just Rosa just nailing Maya with the forearms and a kick and stuff. As Rosa just sends Maya to the corner and just lands a running drop kick on Maya before we have Rosa then just chopping Maya, nailing her with the big rights and stuff before Rosa, just runs the ropes and drops Maya and then stops on Maya with both feet. Before we also get Rosa just putting Maya in the camel clutch with, Maya just being quick to tap out and stuff. So yeah, Thunder Rosa managed to win that match right there because, Maya just ended up just like that. Just out. 1, 2, 3 right there. Or not a 1, 2, 3. I don't know. Just anyway, just submission. Submissions, 1, 2, 3s. They happen. You could say. My mind is just going real fast right now. Just boom, 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 just like that. Someone I know used to say that a lot. Just boom, boom, boom. So yeah, after the match, we get Rosa just looking in the camera, sending a message to Deonna Purrazzo. As we also go to a video package featuring Lance Archer, which we had backstage, just taking out local talent and stuff, as we have Archer just saying things are going to drastically change in AEW and stuff. As we also get Archer just saying that he's going to beat Will Ospreay, as the two will have a match on Dynamite and stuff. So yeah, you have this little thing called Reach for the Sky Boys with Mark Briscoe, Tomohiro Ishii, Kyle O'Reilly just coming out to a ruckus crowd before the music of the Premier's Athletes is next, with Mark Sterling on the mic saying that he has advised his client to apologize to the fans and stuff. Before you have Aria saying he was sorry to the the so-called what they quote fat Texas hillbillies, but I don't know why they say that. Sounds a little bit rude to me. So okay, this is another favorite match right here, the conglomeration with Mark Briscoe, Tomohiro Ishii, and Kyle O'Reilly versus the Premier Athletes, Araya Daivari, Josh Woods, and Tony Nese and stuff. So this was like a 6-on-6, you could say. So yeah, that's that right there. So yeah, we get Kyle O'Reilly and Josh Woods just starting as both men lock up, with Kyle just kicking Josh and just pushing him to the corner and stuff to tag in Tony Nese, as we have Ishii just tagging in as we have just Kyle and Ishii just double teaming Nese and stuff. Sounds like that rhymes or anything, but anyway, we have Mark Briscoe just coming in, just kicking Nese, from what the results tell us, just because that's a funny thing about results. They like to repeat names a bunch of times and stuff. So yeah, we get Nese just chopping Ishii and stuff. But yeah, just apparently it has no effect on that. No effect on that right there. So yeah, we got Ishii just chopping Nese and then tagging in Mark Briscoe and stuff. I like Mark Briscoe's body language. I like it. He's a funny guy right there. He's got a pretty good heart right there. So yeah, Mark just decides to pick up Nese and just drop him right there, with Kyle O'Reilly just being tagged in as Kyle just runs the ropes, and I have Aria just grabbing the feet of Kyle and stuff in the ring and stuff before we get Mark Briscoe just setting up a chair and just leaping over the ropes and stuff, as we have Kyle just taking out the heels on the floor, while the show goes from picture in picture and stuff. The stuff was you have just Mark kicking Woods on the outside before we get Woods just getting back up and sending Mark into the guardrail. As we go back in the ring, Woods working on Kyle and just tagging in Araya, covers Kyle for only a 2 count and stuff. Is not only that, Araya then just nails Kyle with a series of rights and stuff before Mark Sterling gets involved from the outside as the ref is distracted stuff. And so yeah, I think that was the part right there where the crowd was like counting to 10, but because the referee was just looking the other way, so he didn't notice. So instead of like a 3, it was like a count to 10. and they, you know, one of them managed to kick out at that moment before the referee just turned back around and stuff. So yeah, it's like it was a kick out at a 10 count, you could say. So yeah, back from a picture-on-picture thing, we get Kyle just picking up Rhea, just slamming him back first with Ishii just being tagged in and stuff before Josh Woods also tagged in as well with, the My Sling feed crashing in. So yeah, and stuff. And so yeah, I guess some people would say that they missed everything leading up to Mark Briscoe coming in and stuff before you have Rhea just being sent in to the floor by Briscoe, as we also have Nisi. I'm just gonna say Nessie. It's hard to pronounce Nessa, just Nessa. I'll just go with Nessa. So yeah, Nessa was, is in as Mark just sends him down with an elbow and stuff before we get Mark just covering Nessa for only a 2 count and stuff, as we get Briscoe just going for a Jay Driller and stuff, which I'm pretty sure was his brother's move. So yeah, we get, the Jay Driller happening before Mark Sterling just distracts him and stuff, as Nessa just hits Mark with the jawbreaker. And not only that, we get Josh Woods just being tagged in with Mark taking out Rhea and sending him to the floor and stuff. I wish this match was like 10 minutes. That would have been awesome right there. I'm going to tell you that. I wish this match would have been 10 minutes, I'm saying. Because this was a good 6-on-6 match, you could say. So yeah, we get Woods just dropping Mark Briscoe with the lariat. Not only that, we have Ishii in the ring and stuff, sending Woods to the floor, with Nisi just kicking O'Reilly, just sending him to the floor and stuff, before you have Nisi just taking out O'Reilly on the floor. Just like what I said right there. So yeah, before the action goes all over the place with this match. Not only that, we have Ishii just taking out Wood and Mark Sterling, as we have Kyle just putting, Wood in the armbar hold, as we get just Wood submitting right there and stuff. So yeah, and that's right there. We have just, we have the conglomeration just winning by a submission right there, winning the 6-on-6 match right there. So anyway, so yeah, the show goes to Renee Paquette, who is Jon Moxley's wife, the last time I checked. So yeah, talking to Chris Jericho after Wednesday's match against Minoru Suzuki. As we also have, Jericho talking about his broken finger and stuff, as he says that it'll be hard to wave at the branches and stuff, because that kind of makes sense, because he calls himself the learning tree. So yeah, the quote for the world champion, the learning tree, Chris Jericho just sending a threatening message to Katsuyori Shibata right there and stuff. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, Chris Jericho is going to fix his finger right there. So yeah, not only that, we got a local talent rolling on the ring entrance ramp as Lance Archer comes out right there, just tossing the local talent in the ring as the bell rings. Honestly, this match right here was a dud. I just want to say, what's the deal with this, Lance Archer? What? Come on, man! A squash match with the local talent, like, you couldn't it be like more than 5 minutes? Like, just barely more than 5 minutes. Come on! It's just, because this match was like really short right here. I don't know. It's just that kind of shortens the ratings by 1 point from what I would give it. The review and stuff. So anyway, so yeah, we get it. This match was like a very quick one. This was a very quick one, because I get it. It kind of makes sense, because Lance Archer was fighting a local talent. I guess so, but it is what it is. Like someone I knew used to say that. Same person who said that, I don't think. But anyway, we get, Lance Archer calling for another slam, with Archer just picking him up and setting him on the top rope and just slapping him stuff, before we get Lance Archer then picking up the local talent, just dropping him with the wipeout, or what you could call the razor's edge and stuff, before the quick squash win right there. So yeah, that right there is where you have a winner by pinfall, Lance Archer. And no, I don't want to talk about the commercial break, because please. So yeah, we get this thing so-called the My Sling feed just crashing once and freezing briefly from, I don't know, it was from someone that uploads on the internet. So yeah, anyway, besides that. So yeah, anyway, we get our next match is FTR, which is Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler fighting the MXM collection. The guys who are doing poses and Death Before Dishonor. Same people, same team right there. I mean, yeah. So yeah, they were doing a lot of poses in the other show, from what I remember. So yeah, we get the bell ringing, and oh yeah, we have Dax and Mansoor just starting off and stuff with, Mansoor just taking down Dax. With Dax going up and dropping Mansoor right there before he gets up and kicks Dax as Mansoor just showboats and turns around and gets chopped to the mat and stuff. With Cash being in and just taking down Mansoor with a flying shoulder block, with Madden just being in next before both men lock up, and Madden just slaps Cash and sends him down, with Madden talking trash and just Madden just sending Cash down hard and stuff before Mansoor being tagged in with someone's so-called My Sling TV on a website being frozen and stuff. I don't know what the heck that is. So yeah, anyway, we get Cash just tagging in with Dax and just Dax and chopping, just Dax right there, just chopping Mansoor before we get Dax just sending, Madden to the floor and stuff before FTR goes for a shatter machine as the MXN rolls to the floor. Which leads to another picture-in-picture, which the show does when someone's watching the actual show. So yeah, you can say the action spills to the floor and stuff as Dax chops Mansoor and then just sends him back into the ring before Dax charges at Mansoor. But, he manages to move out of the way and stuff as Dax hits the ring post. And just, you have Mansoor just picking up Dax and just tagging in Madden and stuff before we get MXN just double teaming Dax before Madden just drops Dax with a big spin kick and stuff before Madden is tagged in and stuff before as he goes in for for an elbow drop on Dax before, we also get Dax just rolling out of the way. Man, nobody cares about the commercial break. Come on. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about commercial break. Come on, man. We already know what Burger King's firing menu is. We already know that. So yeah, back from the full break, we get a replay of the action with Dax just chopping Mansoor, and Dax tries for a tag before Mansoor just holds him back, and Mansoor just sends Dax into the corner and stuff before Mansoor just kicks Dax in the midsection before Dax just rolls up Mansoor, but Madden distracts the ref, and you have Dax being up again. We have Dax just in the corner of the MXM and stuff, and yeah, that's one thing you could say about the MXM team. They do a lot of poses, and stuff, like just doing this, like doing that, So yeah. Anyway, Mansoor is tagged in as MXN just double teams Dax with Mansoor just covering Dax before he kicks out at 2 right there. Not only that, we get Cash, Cash just slapping Madden in the back and stuff before Mansoor just kicks Cash right there. Before, Cash recovers and picks up Mansoor and drops him and stuff right there. Before you also get Cash just covering Mansoor. Yeah, but then at that moment we get Madden just breaking the 3 counts right there. As Madden, also gets sent to the floor again before, we have Mansoor just rolling up Cash and just trying to kick out at 2 right there. Because Cash managed to kick out at 2 right there, like I said. So yeah, Cash sends Mansoor face first to the top turnbuckle. Before we also get Mansoor just rolling up Cash and just kicking out at 2 before Cash runs the rope and Dax does a blind tag with Mansoor just dropping with a shatter machine. And yeah, that was like some pretty good timing right there, the shatter machine. I thought that was pretty decent. So Dax covers Mansoor to get the 3 count, which allows FTR to win the match by a pinfall right there. Not bad right there, I would say. So yeah, I think after that match we get FTR just putting out their fingers at MXM, which is it's kind of like an equivalent of like shaking hands, because they do the fingers thing right there. That's the thing right there. So, yeah. Because that was a show of respect, you could say. Decent show of respect. Because I guess they touch the tips of each fingers right there and stuff. They could have also shooken hands too, but it works that way too. So yeah, we go to the Acclaim backstage after Blood and Guts. You could say, with Anthony Bowen saying every day they show up and deliver, and they bleed for AEW and protect the company from the EVPs, before Bowen say they don't underestimate the Acclaim and stuff. As Max Caster says the World Tag Titles will come back to the Acclaim, before we have Caster then naming FTR and stuff. And we also get Caster saying that if FTR were real wrestlers, they would have been in the cage and asked where they were, supposed to be defending the company that they love and stuff. So yeah, I guess some would say that the Acclaimed were back on a warpath stuff. And like I said, nobody cares about the commercial break. We want to watch the match. You could say nobody cares about that. So yeah, we get the music of Pac hitting as he makes his way to the ring. With Lip Rush's music being up next as he makes his way down the ramp slowly. This one right here, decent too. So yeah, we get Lio Rush versus Pac right here. And honestly, I like Lio Rush's energy. Like he's kind of a funny guy. The way he just slams right into the right into the ring and stuff, the top ropes, just slamming because he was really getting into it, you could say. So yeah. Anyway, we get the bell ringing. Oh yeah, we got the salute. Well, yeah, sup, Red Lightning Bow. I really appreciate that. That's good right there. I like. Sorry, something got in the way right. Okay. So yeah, sup, Red Lightning Boa salute. Yeah, I like that emoji right there. That's cool. So yeah, we get the bell rings as they are underway with both men attempting to lock up with Pac, just sending a rush to the corner and stuff. As we also have Pac just picking up Leo and just slamming him down and stuff before we get Pac just picking up Leo. Like I said, but he managed to counter the hold and just send Pac to the mat and stuff as Rush just runs the ropes as Pac catches him and drops him with the backbreaker and stuff. Before we get Pac just grabbing Leo. Yeah, you caught me on that one right there. Yeah, who cares about it? Because we already know what Burger King is. Like, come on. Plus, one of the fiery menus is garbage anyway. That spicy bacon hamburger, I found it garbage, in my opinion. So, yeah, anyway, we get Rush firing back with Pac just kicking Rush and stuff, and then kick him in the side of the head as we go to the picture-in-picture, as you can say. And I just say, us people might as well go for the fiery strawberry Sprite of that fiery menu in Burger King. I'd rather go for that instead of what the hell is going on with that bacon hamburger, honestly. But anyway, let's go back to the show. So yeah, there's a picture-in-picture with Pac just putting a big boot to the head of Rush before Rush rolls to the floor and stuff, and then we get Pac just going to the outside and just putting a boot to the throat of Rush and stuff. So yeah, as we have Rush just being in the back of the ring, we get Pac just kicking him in the head and stuff as Pac just picks up Rush and just has him in a headlock right there. Okay, so again with the picture-in-picture, we get Pac picking up Rush and just he escapes the hold and stuff before we have Rush just firing back with Pac just catching Rush and just dropping him hard in his back and stuff. Before we also get Pac just covering Rush right there before he kicks out at 2. And not only that, we get Pac just going up on the top rope and stuff. Thank you. Yes, we don't want to watch boring commercials, especially the same one over and over and over again. I mean, it's got to be like I don't know, like 10 times since I saw Burger King when I was watching AEW and stuff. I don't know. I lost count. Like, come on, Burger King, quit getting repetitive, especially with your lame ass bacon hamburger. It probably tasted like garbage anyway. So yeah, we get Rush just picking up Pac and just dropping him with the Falcon Arrow as Rush just covers Pac and he kicks out at 2 with Pac just coming back and just kicking Rush in the midsection with Rush and hitting the turnbuckle with Pac just setting up Rush on the top rope and just Pac just goes up and he have Rush just hold on to the turnbuckle and stuff. And as we have just Rush just headbutting Pac right there, sending him to the mat. As we also get Pac just picking up Rush and just delivering a German suplex as we have just Pac making a pin attempt with Rush just kicking out at 2 before we also get Rush just honestly okay, we get Rush just dragging Pac to the corner and stuff before we get Pac just climbing to the top rope and yeah, Rush just decides to roll to the corner to center of the ring and stuff before we get Pac just coming down and just have Rush just kicking Pac right there and stuff. And so yeah, we get Leo kicking Pac and then dropping Pac with the cutter and covers. He covers Pac to go for a 2 count and stuff, but there we have it. Rush just going up on the top rope and coming down with a frog splash and stuff, which I at one point ended up calling it the flying teabag. And I know a friend of mine was just saying, "Oh my gosh," when I called that frog splash the flying teabag right there. So yeah, we get Pac countering by getting the knees up, and we have Pac just grabbing Rush, and Rush doing that as he reverses it and rolls Pac for only a 2 count as Pac slaps Rush and applies the brutalizer with Rush just tapping out and stuff. So yeah, we get Pac beating Lio Rush by submission right there and stuff. So not only that, we get the Battle of the Belts beginning and stuff. So yeah, the match with the So yeah, I guess you could say the match with Leo Rush and Pac pretty much concluded the collision, and after that, we have a little bonus with Battle of the Belts right there and stuff. So yeah, we get Battle of the Belts, beginning by recapping this past Wednesday's Dynamite and stuff. This will also we go back into the venue as it's time for the Battle of the Belts, with timeless Tony Storm's music hitting, with the AEW Women's World Champion being out herself and stuff. And she received a big ovation from the fans, you could say, and all that. So yeah, we get Ian Riccoboni joining the commentary team with the music of Taya Valkyrie being up next, with boos coming from the fans and stuff. I mean, you could say that the Battle of the Belts didn't have as much matches as Collision, but it's better than nothing, because we don't always get Battle of the Belts, you could say. So yeah, anyway. So anyway, where do I start? So yeah, the bell rings as we get a big Tony chant with Taya just jawing at Tony and the fans and stuff as Taya tosses her glasses at Tony and stuff. Before we get Tony just putting on the glasses and taking down Taya and stuff before Tony picks up Taya and slamming her down and stuff. I also recall seeing Tony Storm calling out Mariah May for what Mariah May did, because I know Tony Storm says that Mariah May was perfect, and after that, like after what happened, Tony Storm said that Mariah May should have just like cut her bloody head off, because I like how she said that with her accent. I thought that was pretty cool. That was a pretty cool way to call out Mariah May for what she did that other time. So yeah, anyway, we get Taya going in the ring and stuff to break the count, and so we have Tony then recovering and firing back with chops on Taya. As we also have Taya just having Tony on her shoulders and dropping her back force on the floor and stuff as we go to picture and stuff before. Not only that, we have picture in picture with Taya just rolling Tony in the ring and stuff, and then kicking her in the chest and stuff. As we have Taya setting up Tony and just hitting her with the running elbow and stuff before we have Tony just going up and slapping Taya before it's not enough, and we have Taya just picking up Tony and slamming her down and stuff. Honestly, yeah, I guess you could say AEW likes to go picture in picture and stuff with Tony going up and slapping Taya before we have Tony just delivering a suplex on Taya and stuff, covering her for only a 2 count as Taya is down in the corner and stuff before we have Tony just hitting Taya with a hip attack. And we have Tony just dropping Taya with the DDT and covering her and stuff before Taya just kicks out at 2 and stuff, with Taya just recovering and kicking the champ and stuff, with Taya covering Tony and stuff before she kicks out at 2 and stuff, before Taya Valkyrie kicks up Tony, but she escapes and stuff before we also get Taya just picking up Tony and just planting her face first with Taya, Taya just covering Tony and stuff before Tony also kicks out at 2 and stuff before Taya then also has Tony just facing the lock. And not only that, we get Taya trying to cover Tony, but just Tony just gets her foot to the rope while Taya just taunts Tony Storms and stuff before, we also have Tony Storm just getting up and roping Taya with the Storm Zero to get the win and stuff. And, that's a funny thing about results. They just like to repeat names and stuff. I guess they have no other options like Taya. So yeah, we get a winner by pinfall, which is timeless Tony Storms right there, because Tony Storms managed to drop a Storm Zero on Taya Valkyrie and stuff. As we get Tony Storms winning that match right there and stuff. And that's funny how things work out. Like Taya. But okay, so anyway, we go there. We also had backstage was Lexi Nair talking to Kip Sabian, with Lexi bringing up the patriarchy, as we have Sabian just talking about losing his father and what is important to him and stuff. As it is doing his family proud and being the best in the company, with Kip saying that he is willing to let it go. But you say that Nick Wayne just couldn't do that. On the other hand, well, yeah, Kip saying that Nick Wayne knows where to find him and stuff. So yeah, Kip Sabian also says he has a newfound motivation and he is back and better than ever and stuff. Oh my gosh, can I just say, we don't care about the commercial break. Who even puts that in the results? Who puts commercial breaks in results? I don't know. Commercial break, commercial break, commercial break, commercial break, commercial break, commercial break. Like, anyway, so yeah. So anyway, we get the music of Deonna Purrazzo just being up next and just having the virtual making her way to the ring to booze and stuff as CMLL Women's Title Eliminator Willow Nightingale and Deonna Purrazzo, just like what was mentioned earlier in the show, happening. So yeah, we get the bell ringing as we are underway with both women locking up, and we have Deonna attempting to send Willow to the mat and stuff before Willow encounters and stuff. Before Willow just picks up Deonna and just slams her on the mat and stuff. Before Willow chops Deonna, and my goodness, I need some water right now. Man, I could really do for some water. So anyway, we got Deonna just coming up back as both women lock up for the test of strength. The test of strength. A good little thing right there. Just test of strength. Just test of strength. Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, Willow picks up Deonna, just slams her down and stuff before Deonna runs the ropes. But we have Willow just picking her up and spinning her around and stuff, just slamming her to the ground as it looked like Deonna landed awkward on her neck and stuff. But yeah, I guess you could say it seemed okay and stuff as Deonna sends Willow to the floor as we go to picture in picture. Picture in picture, and please, enough with the commercial break. Why would results even mention that? Come on, this is like, come on, we already know what happened in the commercial break. Gosh, man, like, what's with the commercial break? So anyway, we got Willow Nightingale being in control and just fighting with one arm, sending Deonna to the mat 3 times in a row with Willow, then dropping Deonna with the big pump kick. What did I say? Enough with the commercial breaks. We don't care about that. We want to see the match. So yeah, besides that, okay, so anyway, we get Willow then power bombing Deonna and just covering her and stuff, but you know, we get Deonna just kicking out at 2. As much as I would kick someone in the face for giving us commercial breaks. But anyway, so yeah, we get Willow then setting Deonna into the corner and suplexing Deonna while Willow is up on the top rope, but Deonna pulls her down and Deonna just covers the champ. But then she kicks out at 2 with Deonna trying to pick up Willow Nightingale, but she counters and drops Deonna with the Death Valley driver before we have Willow just covering Deonna, but she kicks out at 2 with Willow just having Deonna in the corner and stuff before Deonna just up on the top rope before Deonna suplexes Willow suplexes Deonna. Sorry, my brain is going super fast right now. So yeah, we get Willow and Deonna just going back and forth with chops as we have both ladies just dropping each other with a running lariat with Taya Valkyrie coming out and down the ring with the turnbuckle before Taya just holds out the turnbuckle with Thunder Rosa coming out as Rosa and Taya fight on the filler. Because yeah, Thunder Rosa and Taya Valkyrie they decided to interrupt the match, and I like how like they didn't fully interrupt the match. They just like fight it out outside the ring. Well, you have the other 2 just fighting inside of the ring who were actually a part of the match. I thought that was pretty cool. 100 times more cool than damn commercial breaks, I'll tell you that. So yeah, we get Willow then picking up Deonna, dropping her with a power bomb and stuff, and covers her for the win right there. And stuff, and not to sound a little bit weird, but I'm starting to like Willow Nightingale a little bit more and more. So yeah, that was the winner by the pinfall, the CMLL Women's World Champion, Willow Nightingale. No commercial breaks, please. We don't care about commercial breaks. Okay, so anyway, back from the break, we get the music of Dustin Rhodes hitting as he makes his way out first, with the music of Marshall and Ross Von Erich is up next as they come out to a huge ovation, with Kevin Von Erich being also out to a huge ovation, with Von Erichs having such a rich history in Texas and stuff. As we have the music of the Undisputed Kingdom being up next as Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, and Roderick Strong are out next, with Paul White being shown as the broadcast booth for this match as White, and in the storyline is part of the Ring of Honor Board of Directors, just like he said in a Death Before Dishonor and stuff. And so yeah, anyway, we get the fans booing at the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champs as Strong as they make their way in the ring. So you could say this is the vacant Ring of Honor 6-man Tag Team Championship match. Undisputed Kingdom, Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, and Roderick Strong and stuff, and Wardlow versus Dustin Rhodes, Marshall, and Ross Von Erich. Honestly, I would say in my opinion, I actually wanted the Undisputed Kingdom to win this one because, you know, it kind of makes sense for Dustin Rhodes to give over the younger talent, you could say, because Dustin Rhodes has been at this since the '90s, you could say. Like he's been at this career for a long time. Let's see. So yeah, anyway. So yeah, we get the bell rings as Strong tosses his elbow pad at Kevin Von Erich before Strong and Ross start things off, before Strong locks up the arm of Ross, but he fights out and just drop kicks Strong, you could say. Because we also have Rog just tagging in his brother, just dropping kicks on Strong and stuff. And not only that, we get Bennett being in and just chopping Marshall as he comes back and drops Bennett with several hip tosses and stuff, with Bennett just tagging in Taven as Marshall tags in Dustin. Before we have Dustin just dropping Taven with the lariat, and Dustin tags in Ross with Marshall and Ross just double teaming Taven before Ross just covers Taven and stuff. Like I said, Taven. So anyway, so yeah, we get Taven recovering just Dustin and as we have Taven recovers, and we get Dustin and the Von Erichs sending the Undisputed Kingdom to the floor as we go to picture-in-picture. Yeah, I guess you could say the picture-in-picture thing happens pretty often. So yeah, the action spills to the floor, just like how someone is if they keep on giving us commercial breaks, because that person is going to spill to the floor as well if they keep it up. So yeah, we get Taven working on Marshall as Ross just drops Strong with the clothesline and stuff as Dustin picks up Bennett, but he is then nailed by Bennett and dropped head first on the rampway and in the ring and stuff before Strong picks Marshall. And only that, we get the Undisputed Kingdom triple teaming him in the corner and stuff as Ross is in and takes out Strong, with Taven and Bennett with the big backdrops before we have Strong coming back and hitting Marshall with the big right hands, with Bennett just tagging in as Ross and is also tagged in. Before we also have doing the picture-in-picture thing happening again, we have Taven now tagging in and just dropping Ross with a big suplex before we have Taven covering Ross for only a 2 count, with Taven has Ross in a headlock, with Taven, just slamming Ross's head on the mat. If we have Ross just trying to make a tag, but it stopped right there. And I tell you, for matches, I mean, you could say people could put like long results for matches that weren't even 10 minutes. That's the thing, So anyway, we get Dustin power slamming Strong and Bennett and stuff before Dustin then drops Taven with the Bulldog and drops him with a Canadian Destroyer as Dustin then drops Bennett on his head and covers him. But we have Taven just breaking the count with Strong and Taven just taking out the Von Erichs on the floor and stuff. And not only that, we also have Bennett just being tied up on the ropes, but Taven distracts Dustin with he charges at Bennett and then picks up on the drop kick on the forced. We have Strong just hitting Dustin with a pump kick. And, Ross and Marshall just come in. They go to the floor as Strong and Taven take out Ross and Marshall as, Taven and Strong just distract the ref. And we have Bennett just nailing Dustin with the cowbell. And honestly, yeah, like, what's up with the cowbell? The cowbell, yeah. So we get Bennett just covering Dustin and then kicks out and stuff as Shibata runs down and puts the claw on Strong. As Kevin puts the claw on Taven. Ross and Marshall drop Bennett. And we got Dustin then dropping Bennett with the Discuss Lariat with Dustin, covering Bennett for the win. The fans, I can tell you, man, the fans were loud on this match. Like they were really going at it, man. The fans were really hyped and stuff. And so yeah, the Discuss Lariat, that's what allowed Dustin Rhodes, Marshall, and Ron Von Erich to win the match, you could say. So yeah, that right there. So yeah, after the match, we get streamers being tossed in the ring and stuff as Paul White goes to the ring and presents the belts to Dustin and the Von Erichs, with Christopher Daniels and other local talent celebrating as show goes off in the air and stuff. Honestly, I guess you could say some people did not expect Dustin and the Von Erichs to win, but we could admit that it was exciting and emotional when the ref made the 3 count on Mike Bennett and stuff. That was a good match, and I can tell you, man, a lot of people went into the ring. Like there was just a lot of people, just a lot of people going at and also just giving a round of applause and stuff, which was a really good way to end the show, like the entire show, right there. So yeah, also from what you could tell, also from what you could see, Tony Khan really did put a good solid hours of wrestling, 3 solid hours of wrestling that night. And I really liked how they concluded the show by just giving a round of applause, like all those people on the ring right there. That was pretty cool. So yeah, so yeah, and yeah, that pretty much concluded the entire show right there. Like I said, and that's all I have to say. So yeah, this is Red Lightning Boa, you know, signing out and stuff. You could say. So yeah, I'm out. This is the end of the video right here. So yep, and that's that. So yep, bye bye.